cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I'm Helen.
And we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow. I have this curl. It was down like this, and I decided to get it out of my forehead, and now it's just curling my hair.
We're inside today. It's very wet and moist outside this morning, so.
I don't want soggy bottoms. I am having strawberry rhubarb tea in a pumpkin bug. That's very cool.
And I am having wild berry zinger from Celestial Seasonings.
Actually, it's not strawberry rhubarb. It's strawberry hibiscus.
Yeah.
It's good. It's very good.
Good.
It's not going to go down as red zinger,
Right.
you know, or buttermint, but it's
Get
very
again?
good. Probably not.
Okay. We'll go through the box.
Yeah.
But...
Okay. But it's perfect temperature. Absolutely perfect temperature. Okay. So, thank you guys so much to everybody who bought the RBG yarn.
Yes.
Oh my God, you guys, thank you very, very much. We've gotten quite a few orders for it. So we have gotten lots and lots and lots and lots of orders.
If you, just so before you do that, this came about because we put up the RBG and then a lot of people asked us what would be a good tonal to use to make the descent cowl.
So here is...
Yeah, so a lot of you asked for the contrast to go use RBG as the color, and then what would you use as the main color?
And this is the Descent Cowl by Carissa Browning.
Right. So we have been suggesting on social media all weekend Ramdas, because it's a nice dark eggplanty purple that is not in the RBG color. So you will be a contrast all the way through. So a lot of you jumped on that bandwagon. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And for those of you who may not have seen our Facebook or Instagram feeds suggesting that this weekend.
Somebody did ask us whether we thought Tutti Frutti would go well with it. And yes, it will, because Tutti Frutti is actually in the colors of RBG, but there will be points where it's not going to be a lot, because this is going to knit up almost like a speckle.
Yeah.
So that it's just going to be here and there. There's going to be a speckle that's very close to the color.
It depends on whether you're looking for that stark contrast,
Right.
or whether you're looking for something that's going to fade into.
Right,
it
because
and-
this is definitely more of a fade into,
yeah.
whereas this is big difference.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you very, very much. Helen is going to be dyeing quite a bit of Ramdas today, as well as mystery skeins, because those are going out. And then tomorrow she is doing RBG.
Yeah.
An entire day, all RBG.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thank you very
Somebody
much.
said that we should put the quote on the label. Big quote, teeny tiny label. Not enough room.
But
So, but you guys know it.
Yeah.
So we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So today we thought we'd show you some of the knitting that we've been working on over the weekend. I was hoping that I would be able to show you some more work on my quilt, but I did quite a bit of sewing, just not on a quilt. Working on Halloween advent bags to get those out. But I did get a little bit of knitting time done, and I have been working monogamously on my Cromwell. That is the Cromwell. It is beautiful. And had I separated for, I had just separated for the sleeves, right? So the last time I showed on Friday or whenever, I had just separated for the sleeves, and here we go.
so you were right here.
Yep.
So you've done
All that. Size 10 needles, DK yarn.
That is.
Okay, so we taped a quilt tab up so that you wouldn't just see the bare wall behind us, and it fell down. Helen's telling it, I asked you for 20 minutes. That's all. 20 minutes. Anyway, what I was saying about potions is, the great thing about it is it's so colorful, you don't need to worry about alternating skeins, because you can't tell where I changed skeins. Well, our dyeing is that good, but also
Well, no,
You can't.
At this
no.
stage of the game, we are better at it. So.
Have you seen the back of my novelli? Here you go. Look at that. Is that cool though? It's such a great sweater, and it's just whipping around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really. I love it when it gets to this point because you really feel like you're getting stuff done. That's the great thing about doing it on DK.
Yeah.
When you're doing fingering, it's so thin. It just you go forever and don't
I mean, you
make any
do 10
difference.
rows and you get like this much.
Right. So this, it's just whipping through. It's gonna be such a fun sweater.
I can't wait to see Susan's because she's doing it in Lewis.
Yes.
And that's just gonna be gorgeous. So I now really want to cast on a Cromwell, and I'm going to do it in the Lost Girls of Paris. But before I do that, I have to finish my sweater that I've been working on. I don't know, a while. So I'm doing the Carbeth, which Mary Beth has already finished and wears constantly, except that I wanted one. This is the Carbeth. It is knit holding DK Double. It is by Kate Davies. There's a look at it. So I'm going to do it when I get to that point. I'm not going to do the rolled collar because I am not a turtleneck person. So I hem. I'm doing this in a mishmash. I'm taking DK skeins, random DK skeins that we have hanging around, all our yarn, but and just hoping they kind of go together. So I started off with Les Rev. I went into Hanging the Stars. And then I did a Christmas at Hogwarts. And this Christmas at Hogwarts was one dye lot of golden, one of the yellow that we use. This Christmas at Hogwarts is the newest batch.
Wow. That's quite a difference.
So look at that.
Okay.
So it's just very interesting to see that the dyes that we get from the manufacturer sometimes do not match each other.
Oh, we've actually gotten a notification that our one of our greens is now much more yellow than it was before.
Right. So when I picked it back up, I had to finish off the first sleeve, which I then added to the sweater. So it is barely hanging on to the sweater. So
By a thread, literally.
by maybe 48 stitches. And I needed the needles to do the second sleeve. So this is how far I've gotten on the second sleeve. So again,
Okay.
holding a DK double, this is like 2 hours worth of work maybe. So it goes fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Today's not a day to dream about wearing the Carbeth.
So what are you going to do for the next bit?
Oh, and then the next bit, we have a batch of falling leaves. This is the late night falling leaves. It's the dark side. It came out darker than it should have. That was the fault of the dyer. So we never put them up. So this is a very dark version of falling leaves. So this is going to be what is next. Thinking probably this is 2 skeins. This will give me the rest of the sweater probably.
Probably. Yeah.
So, because I've got the 1 skein of Christmas at Hogwarts to finish this sleeve. So it's going to be quite the patchwork sweater. My sleeves won't match.
It's okay though.
Right.
It's fine. I mean, I have to say, my Carbeth sweater gets everybody's attention because it's a patchwork sweater.
Yeah.
So that mine is a little bit more blendy just because I went all fall colors.
But and you also your sleeves match. I mean
Yes,
that's
they
the
do.
one thing that kind of bothers me a little bit about it, is that the sleeves don't match, even though I'm using the same color. But I'm using up yarn, and I'm going to have a comfy, cozy sweater to throw on in the winter
Right.
that I'm not going to wear to the Met Ball or anything. So-
Besides, you may love it.
right.
By the time it's done, you may love it.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed with those falling leaves when they came out because they weren't the way falling leaves was supposed to be. But now I'm really kind of loving them, and I'm hoping there's enough to do something for like a DK sweater.
Probably. I mean, and even if you like blended with regular falling leaves or something.
But I'm kind of thinking I may do another sweater
Yeah.
that's
Because we did a lot of them.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a couple batches that we did.
so that I may be doing a sweater in those. I really
Okay.
like that. Don't forget your pattern because you're going to be looking for that
right.
later.
So, Carbeth has to finish before I can start my Cromwell.
I am working on my Cromwell. I will not start anything new on sweater wise until I finish that at least. And then I do have 3 others that I'm working on.
Well, it's sweater season almost.
Yeah. Besides, this is how I like to work.
Yep.
Choices. I like choices.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Quilt behind us is the Ultimate Beginner Quilt from Fat Quarter Shop. You learn all different piecing techniques.
gorgeous.
The top is done. I have to back it and quilt it
Yeah.
and bind it. So that is next on my list of things to do.
It won't take terribly long once we get it done.
No, because it's like a lap size, baby size quilt
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Oh, it's the perfect size to just throw over your legs when you're watching TV.
Yeah. So
It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so we have to go get to work.
yes,
I think we're done, right?
lots of dyeing to do. We'll
Yes.
see you tomorrow.
Oh,
Quick,
it's about to go. There it goes. All right,
we're done.
we're out.
Go
Have a
forth and
wonderful-
create, everybody.
Have a great week, and we will see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.